Last time on D&D. The adventurers, along with Mad Maggie, close their eyes as they feel a telepathic bond begin to form between them. With their eyes still closed, they sense a brilliant flash of light, then darkness. A tingling sensation sweeps over the adventurers' bodies as vibrant rainbows appear within their mind. The adventurers progress through Lulu's dreams, maneuvering through a grass-covered field, a barren hellscape, thick black smoke and utter darkness, before Lulu is able to look past her shame and guilt to the location of Zariel's sword. The telepathic bond fades away and Mad Maggie appears giddy due to the exquisite suffering she had just witnessed. Fully satisfied with the adventurers' help in retrieving Lulu's memories and the other tasks they completed around Fort Knucklebone, Mad Maggie retrieves the adventurers' rewards. Two infernal war machines roar into the yard near the exit. The smaller vehicle, called the Devil's Ride, looks like an infernal motorcycle. The much bigger vehicle, called the Tormentor, has a collection of scythes that it uses to tear apart enemies that stand in its way, and a harpoon gun to strike those at a distance. The adventurers also receive some additional soul coins and a few magic items before beginning their journey to the Bleeding Citadel. And Dormu helms the Devil's Ride and the others crew the Tormentor with Darius at the helm. The vehicles roar to life and the adventurers head out once again into the arid landscape of Avernus. When the adventurers are about a half mile from Fort Knucklebone, they see an enormous vehicle heading straight towards them in the direction they need to go. Wanting to avoid confrontation, Darius swerves, but the approaching vehicle adjusts accordingly. Now being chased, the massive vehicle behind the adventurers emits a giant puff of black smoke as black demon ichor is fed into its engine. With the vehicle gaining on them and wanting to stay out of its choppers on the front, Darius pours some demon ichor into his vehicle's engine to maintain some distance between the two vehicles. The larger vehicle, called the Demon Grinder, is manned by some wereboars and wererats, with one of the wereboars looking like their leader. Battle ensues with harpoons flinging back and forth, and Dormu manages to cave in the skull of a wereboar with an adept habeas corpus, while Darius manages to paralyze the two harpoon slingers with his newly acquired wand. Mirth explodes and cuts off the head of the other occupants with a combination of harpoons, crossbow bolts, and her rapier. Soon the demonic grinder comes to a halt, and the adventurers manage to obtain an even deadlier vehicle. Docking the Devil's Ride within the demon grinder, the adventurers continue forth to the Bleeding Citadel. When the adventurers arrive, they come upon a grisly scene with dozens of knights impaled on the branches of metal trees, wishing for death. Darius quickly whips up a contract offering them death in return for their soul, the other option being joining their crew for the remainder of their mortal existence or until the adventurers leave the plane of Avernus. The adventurers manage to enslave 5 to their cause before coming upon an elf warrior dressed differently than the rest. It is clear that this man, who identifies himself as Jander, is a vampire. Jander asks to be set free but refuses to bind himself to the service of the adventurers. While Eminem and Mirth are inquiring about becoming a vampire, they see an armored man riding a stallion covered in flames approaching them, with a horde of sturges in tow. Is this the end of our adventurers? Tune in next time to find out!